Hello and welcome to a special episode of Mow. Now, what you see on the screen right now is me driving out of town for my birthday weekend, and I just physically didn't have time to make the usual Mow video, but don't worry about it. Next week we'll be back to normal. And I think it actually suits well because we've had 20 episodes of Mow so far, and I think it fits well to pick 20 so-called winners, put them all together and just put them out. Now, before we go on with the mowing, I will give you a moment in silence so you can hit the like and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you very much. Now, I'm not gonna ask you to pick your favorite this week's Mow, but you can still do it. But just give me your favorite memory of Mow so far. And thank you already for watching and enjoy. Without further yapping, let's get mowing. Now, this is what we call a go fetch murder. There is so much happening here, but let's start with this point of view. Little bump. Now, this guy murders this guy, this. A lot happening. And nobody goes to Gran Turismo prison. So, let's take another look. Actually move all the way back off the grid. Who actually lost the most in this? I don't know. There's so much happening. I don't even know who to call a murderer here. And let's just say it was a killing spree by 3 different people. It's actually, we're gonna call this the invisible wall murder. We need... I'm just gonna let you watch. Yes. It's not funny, but it is funny. So, 4 seconds in Gran Turismo prison for something he actually has... Well, he didn't deserve it, but we have to go back now. Now we're on board Sheppy here. We actually hits the invisible wall. Oh, this is complete pinball. 2 dead. 1 gets 4 seconds. Without the reason, but that's fine. Now, you would think that this is over, but this is not over yet. For some reason, Dom here thinks that Sheppy caused all this chaos. And I'm gonna show you what's gonna happen next. Okay. Yes, 2 dead. It's reset. Now, Dom here thinks, Sheppy, you are gonna have to die. Again. Dead. I actually don't know why Dom thought that this is... of course, 4 seconds in Gran Turismo prison, but... This is... And I was just gonna leave it that. And nominee number 1, Wham! For some reason, he thinks that he should not brake here too much. There's 1. But as Chuck Norris once said in a Topshop commercial, wait, but there's more. So here we are, same lap. Swerver tries to go for a move. But wham! Nope. No bueno. You're not overtaking me. And, as I said it before, as Chuck Norris once said in the Topshop commercial, wait, but there's even more. So, lap 3 here, still wham! And now we have Que Pasa Que. See what happens here? Nope. No. But, Que Pasa Que actually didn't lose the car completely. Que Pasa Que was catching wham! The whole lap. He's now catched up. Let's see what happens here. Ah, side by side. Everything seems fine, right? Or does he? And there goes Wham! Wham's gone. And now there's peace in universe.
Believe me, it won't take 2 months. You'll be hooked on it the first time you try it.
Here we are, Fish chasing Homelander, who already has a half a second pen. Quite some nice racing here. Homelander goes a bit wide, goes defensive here. Now look at this moment here. boom, fish goes out, right? You would think that Homelander just like pumped him out on purpose. It looks like that. But let's go back. Now I on purpose put you on this view so you can see, look at the steering input and the steering wheel. He actually didn't do anything. He was actually turning right the whole time. But I think the curb actually pushed him out there, and that's just a weird reaction. Now look at this. He actually gets a pen, and see, you can see that he actually already served his pen, but he's waiting for fish, right? But I think fish actually forgets that he actually waited, or I don't know. It's confusing me. He should have a memory of a golden fish at 3 seconds or something. But I think this is a weird fish. He has a selective memory. Now here we are on the next lap. Homelander catched up. Now keep an eye on Fish's brake lights. Little check. Yeah. Okay, that's weird, Fish. I think he does have a selective memory. Now, some weird things going on here. Maybe a little bit more brake checking. Yes, of course. And what's gonna happen now? Yep, complete murder. Plain daylight. And Homelander just didn't deserve that, and Fish just lost it. Last lap, Nordschleife, last straight, 5 cars on slipstream. There's always about to happen something here, right? Something has to happen, right? But we're gonna play a little game. We're gonna play a game of Pupu Jeopardy, but this time a bit different. I'm gonna ask, how many cars, how many drivers are gonna miss their braking point? Is it 1, 2, 3, 4, or all 5 cars are gonna miss their braking point? Let's see. Yeah. Correct answer is 4. Correct answer is 4. Let's take a look at this from a different point of view. Joe here, who actually gains all the positions. Who's a smart one, who's braking a bit earlier. I have no idea what happened there, but that was brilliant. Now we move on to daily race A in Tiger North Run, Tiger 1. And that was about to be a really nice race, actually quite fun, but we're on board PupuBot here, and oh god, I admit I missed my braking point by almost half a lap, and but I feel so bad for this. But in my defense, that was my first race, and I didn't even have a practice lap in, so I just didn't know anything about this one. Now let's watch this again, and let's see if we can actually feel what Needlebeard felt at this moment. Crap. Yeah, I actually killed 2. I am so sorry, guys. Matt and Needlebeard. I promised you a war. You will get a war. We are on board Queen Bondage here. Well, because first the name, and second, this is the best view. It all starts here. Look at this. 1 goes off. That's fine. Still 3 going. Everyone's staying alive. What's gonna happen here? Oh, 1 dead. Oh. There was so much happening. I think we have to have 7 more POVs. Now, on board, let up there or something. Let's see what happens here. This was just so nice. Now, one more time. Rumble Red Bull Racing here. This is far back from P7 to... Let's see how many. It's just... Oh. To P3, P2. Just a blink of an eye. But the war is not over yet. Rumble Red Bull here. The old guys are back again. Look at this. This is looking brilliant. 5, 6, I lost count how many cars there are here. Let's see what happens here. Oh, there's go there. This is just. But to be fair, I actually went through like basically every POV that had happened the whole race, and nobody did anything on purpose. Like whatever happened, everyone still tried to stay calm and basically like tried to stay clean. But the roads are so wide that it's just bound to happen. This is just. And nobody like went for a payback or anything because, well, first of all, you can't see who did anything, so there's so many cars. And here we are, nominee number 5, driving along with 83859B. I left the dirt, the very dirt, for the very end. Let's see what happens here. He just turns in recklessly, gives a tap, pushes him out, doesn't care, goes along the rejoin. Then this is a few incidents happening right now. He gets bullied around here as well, turning in actually, like his own mistake basically. Now I think this whole situation triggered a whole chain of really bad behavior. Fast forward to lap 6. Look at this now. Okay, he's just trying to avoid. Yeah, it's fine. Mizuno pushes him a bit wide, no room. But like, and look at this now. He's just trying to go for a move and just pushing him out. Just an innocent bystander. Just not letting him pass. Let's take another look at this situation from Tizer's side. Things fine. He's going for a nice move here. Yeah, seeing him fighting. Well done. And then he's just pushing him off. Ugly. Now fast forward again to the end of the lap more. This, you know, is gonna have something happening here. Like, I don't think his fault's right here, but again, I think this triggered him even more. So I'm trying to go for a move here. But no, he's not gonna let me. That's fine. Now let's hop on board Tizer here again. Look at me. I'm trying to go for a move inside and just squeezes him in there. And then sees, okay, it's not gonna work. Now Tizer is going for a move again, and this guy just moving for a block. Not over yet. Now he's giving me a tap again. Doesn't care. Pushing me out again on purpose. Quite a few dead already. Now fast forward a few laps again. I was just chasing him for the whole laps. It's so easy to catch him, but I knew if I'm going for a move, he's gonna crash me out. There's no question about that. I was just chasing and waiting for a mistake. I knew it's bound to happen. Let's see what happens here. And Spoon, nice. Now he's brake checking me. Look at this. Now, I was just thinking, okay, now this is lap 10, and I'm gonna be more aggressive. So here we are, thinking of going inside again. But of course he's trying to squeeze me in. Now I thought, okay, I've had enough. I'm gonna be really aggressive, and I don't care what happens. I didn't want to punt him on purpose, but look at this. That little lift I did was on purpose. And that was the end of this guy. Take another look at this. Me finishing him. Well, not finishing, but just getting him out of the way. Just please don't be like this guy. I mean, this, like, what does it give you? Oh, it doesn't give you anything. And for our third nominee, we ride along with Christian, who's chasing a French-Chinese guy. Chinese-French guy. So what happens here? Nope. Oh, that's a send. Now the French-Chinese guy, Chinese-French guy doesn't appreciate that. He's going for the exact same thing here. And I kinda like, I don't like it, but I mean, I understand it. But it's just an irrelevant story here involving. Let's take another look at this from Kevin's side. Was actually gonna murder someone. And it looks like, yeah, it's fine. It's just argy-bargy. And he's just pushing. I think Kevin was defending. Although the Chinese-French guy is French flag, so I don't understand why. It looks like Kevin went for the payback to defend Christian, but I don't know. Now let's take another look at this from Christian's side. quite a few happenings. And Christian gets 4 years. 4 years in Pupu prison. But no, we are not done just yet. Still on board Christian here. He's gonna go serve. It's still, again, a bit like, why are you sending so hard if you have 4 years in Pupu prison? It's still like weird. Serving his prison time. And look who it is. Who's coming back. Yes, it's the French, Chinese, French guy for revenge. Actually, no revenge. He's thinking, okay, I'm gonna be clean. I'm a nice guy. Going for a move. And then Christian just goes for a complete block and murders himself. What a stupid thing to do. This is just... I enjoy this. I enjoy this. Street King versus Monta. See what happens here. Always dangerous here. Everything's clean, nice. Now Monta pushes a bit wide, but that slides in a bit now. Street King starts flashing. These are my streets, right? And pushes back. No prison time for Street King. Let's jump on board Monta and check this again. Everything's clean. He does slide a bit wide here, but nothing on purpose. Now Street King's flashing. Yep, my streets. And boom. Now everything's fine. This is all over now. Well, Monta starts flashing back, but well, it should be fine. Right? It's fine, right? Please tell me it's fine. No. Of course it's not fine if it's Street King you're talking to. Holy crap. One more quick look. Monta's coming, flashing. You don't flash the Street King. Nope, nope. Oh, the assist's on as well, and you know what kind of guy we're dealing with. No prison time either. This is a showcase of what can happen if someone's in pause menu. I think P9 here, Orca, is actually in pause menu. He's not driving itself. Look at this. But he's not dead, coming back. Basically God mode. There's another casualty. Murder. That's just relevant. Now, and again, I don't even think there's 4 dead. I don't even know what happened here. Let's take another look. I think it started here, actually. I'm getting past. He's putting hazard zone. I think something happens here. I don't know what it is. Now hazards are on now. Rejoining. Now just Hidalgo just randomly spins this guy out. This guy is basically standing still in pause menu most likely. But he's still getting so many pushes that it's still P9 staying alive. Now different look again. There's ghosted. This guy is just losing a car a bit. Dead. Now he's waiting. A nice guy. Now Jacobs comes in here, pushes lots of stuff into a wall. And I think that nobody actually got prison time here. Just one more look if someone actually got prison time. Jacob all the way back. So much chaos. Okay, loads of stuff. Okay, loads of stuff has 3 years in Pupu prison. And Jakob, nothing, nada. I'm pretty sure all this was caused just by this Orca in pause menu. Maybe writing something to someone else at the same time. For our third nominee, we take a break from that whining little Red Bull. My ears actually hurt. We're on board, yours truly. And we're chasing actually Purpose. Don't know. I have a really good exit here, and I'm going inside thinking I'm smart, but no. Purpose just pushes me into a wall. Well, okay, it's fine. Let's move on, okay? Now, I couldn't get past this guy the whole lap because it was just like weird situations. I was faster, but still. Now, here he makes a mistake, and I'm actually going for a move. And he's trying to still push me out, and still a little murder attempt, but can't get it done quite yet. And now, final lap. I'm having a run here outside on grass. Nope, and he finishes the job. I do a nice 360, and that is that. Now let's take another look at this situation. Now he's just clearly just pushing me, but still. Well, that maybe wasn't a murder attempt, the second one, but let's see what happens here. It was a bit misfortunate, but no room for me, so he just kept pushing right, and yeah, just murders me. And gets hit from behind, and no prison time either, whatsoever. But this is actually not over yet. Let's keep watching, and look what happens at the end here. This Racing still pushing a bit wide, maybe, like quite aggressive, just not the cleanest driver, I can say. And now look at this. The AMG gets a nice run, and just goes for a block again, and look what happens here. He actually pits Alesso's AU. Let's take another look at this situation. This was so funny. Okay, look at this now. Just tries to get. He actually. I think Alesso's went for the murder last second to sacrifice himself in the pit line. Oh, that was beautiful. Here we are on board Kanye West himself, nominee number 1. I'm convinced this is actually Kanye West because we are about to witness here. Turn 2, lap 1. Jammy spot goes for a mad lunge. Kanye West off the track. And Kanye West actually loses. It goes from P1 to P7 in just 2 corners. And who would have thought that this is gonna wake up an absolute mad lad. And the end of lap 1, Kanye West slides into last corner, and he actually makes a mistake on his own, goes on gravel, and now watch this. He actually puts hazards on, and if I remember correctly, he wrote some mad offensive rapping lyrics into chat to Chammy's spot. But now he comes off the pause menu and cuts off Rafa, and this small move causes absolute chaos. I mean, Kanye West, what are you doing, Kanye? Just go back to buying the whole universe or whatever you were planning to do before. This is just stupid. And no. This is far from over, guys. This is far from over. Here we are, lap 7. You usually go in with medium tires on lap 7. But this guy, Kanye West, actually planned this whole thing, the whole 7 laps. Because he stays out on purpose. And watch what happens here. He calculated perfectly that Jammy Spot is coming out the pits now. And he just waits for him. Here he comes, Jammy Spot. Out of the pits. Everything seems like normal, right? Turn 2, everything's fine. Kanye West is a bit weird, but now he tries to go for a right move and boom! Dead! Kanye West just, what is that? And no, this is not over. Far from over. Because Kanye here is still waiting for Jammy's spot. Here he comes, and Kanye West goes for a block break, and now this actually earns Chammy's spot 4 years. I think, yes, 4 years in Pupu prison. This is ridiculous. Chammy's spot has to serve his pen, right? Prison time. And Kanye West, look at this. He's still waiting for Chammy's spot. What has to be going on in someone's mind to act like that? Again, punch him out. I genuinely wanna... Kanye West, if you're watching this, just contact me. I want to ask you some questions. And no, this is not over. Still waiting. Let's see what happens here. Kanye West waiting. Jammy Spot goes for a... Oh, and boom. Kanye West punts him out again, or I don't know what happened. And of course, Jammy Spot gets 2 years in Pupu prison. And it's not over. Kanye West goes for a... I don't know what do you call that. That wasn't even a attempt. I don't know. And no, this is not over. What's happened here? Tries to punt, and actually Jammy Spot goes for a counter punt. Neither of them succeed. And now, boom. Again brake checking. 3 years in Pupu prison. Again blocking. Nope. And now Jammy Spot tries to go. But of course, Kanye West has all kinds of assists on, so now Kanye West tries to go for something here and misses again. Thank God he misses again. Oh my God. And by the way, this is finally over. I don't know what the frick did I just watch. For our fourth nominee, we're on board Splint Driftwood, still Monza. Another subscriber of mine that I know, but I'm starting to think that this is... they're trying to get some fame and doing it on purpose, okay? I'm just joking, but just at the same time, he's dead. Let's see what happened here. Hop on board Lite. Splint Driftwood gets a nice run here. Plenty of room, actually, everything seems fine, but just... I don't... and that wasn't a very good move, but... I mean, it happens, but we're not done yet. Let's jump all the way to the final lap, and Splint Driftwood has revenge on his mind. Tries to punt like a delicate punt, but doesn't succeed fully. Gets 2 years in Pupu prison, deserved, and now still tries to retaliate. Or we're gonna call it not retaliate, that's too fancy word. Still tries to murder. Revenge murder. Still eases off, tries to block. Now, still tries to do it, but there's so many cars now. Now still tries for the last attempt of murder, but actually kills himself. I'm sorry, Splint, but you deserve that. Here we are, nominee number 1, on board Glenn, leading the race, lap 1. Let's see what happens here. Chased by the Warrior. Oh, Glenn goes a bit wide. Warrior gets a mad move done, and Glenn just randomly... I don't know what that was. That was just weird. Maybe he just lost focus or something. Glenn chasing the Warrior. Start of lap 2. Goes for a move. A little touch. Warrior turns in and just... And no, Warrior doesn't like that. Nope. You don't do that to Warrior. Glenn is dead. Take another look at this. And it just... Yeah. Knock it off. Knock it off, Glenn. And then Sir Game takes P1. And Warrior gets bullied around a bit. But let's move on. Oh no, we're not moving on to the next mow. We're just moving on to lap 4. Still on board, the Warrior goes for a push to pass so some young guy. Move done. Let's hop on board some young guy. This guy doesn't like it. A little break, weird braking, okay. Warrior goes wide. Some young guy tries to go for a move. Warrior, nope, no. You're not going anywhere. Or you're going into a wall on touch the grass. Or take a beach day. The Panda is chasing the Warrior. And I think he's getting karma here. Panda sending it. Yes! And actually Warrior loses a position to Cox as well. Or Cox is trying really hard. And the Warrior just lost all. And no, that's not it. Look who it is. It's Glenn again. And Warrior takes a beach day himself. But as we know, Warriors never give up. And there's Glenn again. Just goes for a nice, subtle punt. And 3 years in Pupu prison. Deserved. Now, end of lap 5. He actually killed the breaking point himself last lap and misses a breaking point. Goes for a beach day again, just to serve his prison time. But I think prison changed Warrior. And he took his own life. Our final nominee, we're on board Righty. He's chasing Captain Harry. And he picks up a pen and looks like, okay, this might be done for P13. Which looks to be really important for some reason. Let's see what happens here. That goes straight. No, goes straight again, but they both get reset. Now, Righty goes right again. Almost loses the car. And yes, gets the P13, but it doesn't get the P13 because of the pen. Now, I was wondering what is this? Why? Maybe one option, Righty can turn lefty because of the name, or why is that P13 so important that you have to go for it like that? But to get the answers, we had to go back a bit. Again, same place, Captain Howdy touches a little bit, but it's fine. Again, little touch, but still, Righty keeps his position. Now everything seems settled now, right? 1.5 second penalty. Captain Howdy is going right. I was actually checking. Look at this now. Righty tries to murder, but fails again. And now I actually think that that was actually a murder attempt from Righty. But he's not very good at it. And I was checking the whole race. And Captain Howdy, the other encounters they had, Captain Howdy was super clean. Actually, even too clean. Look at his, like, even here, too slow. Captain... I mean, what is that? Jesus Christ. But Captain Howdy still gets the desired P13. And here we are, nominee number 1. And as it's become a tradition or some sort, we are gonna start off with a bang. Simone chasing a Subaru fan. The Subaru fan goes a bit wide. Simone gets a really nice move done here. But he starts swerving to the left. Like, I don't understand that. And the Subaru fan just punches him to the gravel. And actually comes along. But we're not just done yet. They both get on track again. Simone gets a pass done. But I think, yes, Forrester goes for a really aggressive move. But it's dirty tires still, I think. And Simone saw that. Now Simone thinks, okay, I'm gonna go for a mad move here. It's actually a good idea. And just Subaru fan tries to do the same blocking thing, but actually is a victim here. Let's take another look at this. Let's actually go all the way back here, where it all starts, this argy-bargy. None of these are good intentions from either of them, but Simone saw that actually coming. Now, Forrester thinks, okay, I'm gonna go. You can see the steering input as well. He's gonna go exact same blocking, like, and doesn't work out too well, but that's a perfect 360, and we're not done yet. Subaru fan in a Genesis chasing Simone, has revenge on his mind, and oh, does he get it? Oh! Holy crap! That was brutal. Oh, let's take another look at this. All the way back. Oh. Oh my god. And here we are, nominee number 1. Morizo actually starts from P1, but falls asleep and doesn't go on acceleration like when he should. And he actually goes from P1 to, I think, P8 in just one corner and just like 15 seconds. He's gonna lose a few positions here as well. But this is just nothing. This is just going downhill from here. End of lap 2, picks up half a year community work, and now here, start of lap 3, picks up another half a year of community work, which translates into, well, you know, 1 year in Pupu prison. Just a few corners later, picks up another half a year. That is 1.5 years in Pupu prison. Now here he comes to serve it, and oh boy, I don't know what got into Morizo, but this is just... Tries to take out one, tries to take out another, and just wall into a wall. And look at this now. I mean, what are you doing, man? Come on. Just, what is that? Let's take another look at this from a different view. He's just on purpose trying to take people out with him. If it 1.5 years and this just completely loses his mind. And but that, I mean, what the hell, man? That is not even the worst part. Well, it is the worst part, but... And what I meant by the worst part is, well, look at this. He takes out 2 guys. And Martin Tronco gets 2 years in Pupu prison for that. I mean, what the hell? And Toby gets taken out even worse. And of course, Toby gets 2 years in Pupu prison. Our brilliant justice system. This is just awful. And last but not least, our bonus mode. This is submitted by Arthur Morgan. That's his Gran Turismo name. We're on board Ribeiro, and look at this launch. From P13 to the top. You know that they say that you can't win a race in lap 1, turn 1. Ribeiro hasn't heard any of that. Yep. I mean, I know you have mass acceleration, but that was just at least try to break that time, okay? Going to P7, but 2 years in Pupu prison. Now, fast forward to lap 2, and there was some questionable driving before that, but I mean, it happens. And here Marvin, look at this. I think Marvin was on pause menu and squeezes Ribeiro in. And that little squeeze actually from pause menu causes this absolute mental breakdown. I don't get it. 4 years in Pupu prison. That 4 years is completely deserved as well, but look what happens here. I think that's a split decision Ribeiro made. Look at the throttle and no brakes. Look at this now. At first you might think, okay, he's using 1 foot only for braking and accelerating, okay? But no, that was a decision he made, I think. That is some horrible anger management issues. Again, for some reason on this track, the same race as we had some issues last time. Now let's take one last look. On board Marvin, and oh boy, that's a hard one. Minding his own business, having a chill race. Oh! Unacceptable behavior from Ribeiro. And for our second nominee, we have another quite a story unraveling here. The Don Algodon has a good run outside. Chris doesn't leave room at all, and Don doesn't like that and just shoves him off. I checked the whole race, they had no touching before that, and Chris doesn't like that, goes for a send. Don saw that and... oh, what's gonna happen? Oh no, Don! No. No bueno. Comes back on track. And we go on. As I already said, this is quite a long story unraveling, and I think you already know what's gonna happen here. Boom. Chris dead. That was ugly. Holy. 4 years in Pupu prison. Deserved. One more quick look. Don comes from 200 kilometers away and... oh, just barely hits him and boom. But this story is far from over. Chris tries to go for a block. Don sees that. Looks like... oh, there's a lot of ghosting as well. Looks like Don's actually quite experienced in all this mowing and stuff. So here, looks like Don is up there, is gonna wait for Chris. I don't know, you already have 4 seconds, why wait? No mowing here actually, but yeah, it's gonna continue. Now Don waits, you can see that clearly. And here comes the blocking. And what else is there? Yeah, another blocking, pushing. On board Don, trying inside each other now. I mean, that's where they belong, I think. And can we guys? Okay, yeah, there we go. Yep. Oh, nope. On board Chris again, goes for it. Don saw that. And this is just all over the place. I mean, others are suffering from that. Now on board, yeah, Don, yeah, goes for a push. I think I've lost track now. No, yep. Now, Chris got 3 seconds from that, right? You would think, okay, yeah. Don gets 4 years in prison, and it's like, it's all over. It's lap 11 already. But Chris gets 3 years in prison. And lap 12, Chris serves his 3 years in prison. And here's Don. Of course, we're not done. Final lap, and still going at it. Chris goes for, I don't know what's going on anymore. Oh my god. And here comes, yes, Chris, the finale. Finally we're done with it. Take one more look at this, whatever that was here, okay? And, I mean, just give it up already, guys. Jesus, or take a room. I don't know. Yeah, take a room and leave.